All right, everyone, welcome to this week's episode. So, this week's episode is just going to be relaxing. We're not going to worry about anything. I'm just going to give you a little glimpse of my life, like when I'm not working. So, last week I decided to take 2 days off of work and just go shopping. So, I decided to go to like art galleries down here in San Diego. I looked around. That was what I did the first day. I just went to art galleries just to see what the locals have out here. Very interesting. I mean, I loved everything. Nothing looked like me, of course. So I just bought, like a little plaque that says dream. I just bought that and then went around and I found like this little cute bookstore, right? They had antique books. We couldn't find anything that I didn't want to read anything. I wanted something fiction, right? Something that will help me escape. They didn't have that. So I just bought something about, so this lady wrote love letters to people that she felt were heroes of the community. So I bought her book. I haven't read it yet. So the next day, I decided to go clothing shopping. So I went to this outdoor mall. I walked around, bought some stuff, carry bags. I'm like, I'm tired now. So I wanted to go to my car. So I'm walking to my car and then I stopped and I see this store. It looks so good. I see the dress on the mannequin and I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to have that dress. So I go inside, walked into the store, loved everything about it. It's spacious, it's white, you could see everything, everything was clean. And I was just in there. I was like, okay, so before I go to the dress that I actually like, I want to see what else they have in the store. So I'm walking around and I'm looking. I couldn't find anything, not even like like shoes, nothing. So I walk back to the rack where they had the clothing that I like. So I'm looking at it, and then these two ladies, older ladies, walked up to me and they're like, "Oh my goodness, we love your dress. Where did you get it from?" I have one liner for all the things that I buy. Okay, I don't know where I get them from. I just usually try to tell you something. So what was I even wearing? I can't remember. Yes, I remember what I was wearing. I don't know where I bought it from. But they said, "Oh, we love your dress. Where did you get it from?" So I told them where I got it from, at least where I think I got it from. And they're like, "Oh my goodness, yes, it looks so good. We're definitely gonna have to go check the store out." So while we're talking, they look down on my feet. I'm like, we love your shoes. I look down at my feet and my feet are so ashy. And now that is the point of fixation for them. They are obsessed with my shoes. And I'm looking down at my legs and like, how did they get so ashy? I've been walking around the mall for so long that I forgot like to even look and worry about what was happening around me. And I was carrying these bags and the bags were like ripping my skin. So there are marks on my skin, like just ashy. Just believe me, it was ashy. So now they're obsessed with my shoes. I don't even know. So they're like, is it zebra pattern or is it cow pattern? So I'm looking at the shoes. I'm like, how can you even make out a pattern with this? It's so like I've picked up so much dirt on the shoe that you can't even tell what's going on. So I'm like, I don't know what's happening, ladies, but I think it's cow pattern. So usually I'll get into the talk about, the pattern, how comfortable the shoe is or what material the shoe is made of or anything like that. But when I saw that my feet were ashy, I was beginning to back out of this conversation because I couldn't believe that my shoes were actually the topic of conversation and they failed to notice that my legs were ashy. They were just upset with my feet, with what was going on with my shoes. And eventually they asked me, "Where did you buy your shoes?" Now, I don't know where I bought the shoes. So I said, "Same place I bought the dress, ladies." Because I'm trying to back out of the conversation. But no, they're not letting me go. They want to carry this conversation forever. So I'm like, you know what, ladies, I have somewhere to go. I'm carrying all these bags. They're getting heavy. I have to go to my car and drop them off and possibly buy this dress. So they're like, oh, yeah, we understand. And then I decide they're still talking. So I decided to just grab the dress and just see my way to the dressing room just to try on the dress. So the dress is actually not my size. But the ladies, when I was going to go change the dress for my size, the ladies were still standing there. So I decided I'm just gonna buy this dress because it looks good. I don't know if they have it on in my size, but I'm just gonna buy it and if it doesn't fit me, I'm just going to take it to alteration. I mean, my legs were ashy that day. I couldn't believe it, but I hope that this just helps you relax on the Sunday, like my misery helps you relax on this Sunday. But I'm curious. Just tell me a story down below. Like you could comment down below, let me know what your embarrassing stories are. Trust me, I have had a lot. I've had a lot of embarrassing stories where um I wore a dress and I was going out of a car. There were like 8 people in the car. So I was all the way in the back and they had to let me out of the car, right? And the dress had like a big zipper from the top all the way to the bottom, right? No, the zippers go 2 ways. So you can either zip it all the way up, or if you want to zip it from the top all the way down, there's a way to do it. So this one time I decided to zip the dress from the bottom, right? So zip it all the way to the top. How did I even do it? I don't know how I did it. But all I know is that when I was coming out of the way, way back seat, the dress opened up all the way in the back. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how do I even survive this? And the people were holding the door for me to get out of the out of the car, and the dress just opened all the way up. So that's just an embarrassing story. So now I try not to wear dresses with zippers that go all the way down, right? I wear dresses that have zippers that go like to your mid back, or the ones that go in the side, yeah, that the side could be open and no one can know about it. You could just close with your hands and stuff like that. But I've had embarrassing moments like that. So I'm curious, what are your embarrassing stories? And if you could tell me any, just write them down in the share, just to help somebody relax this Sunday. All right, bye you guys.